I'm in Framlingham in Suffolk. I'm standing outside Panorama, which was Max's shop in Detectorists. So I've just been inside. I didn't buy a wind chime, but I did buy a scented candle. So just across the road there, Waston and Walpole, it's an Italian restaurant. But in the Detectorists, it was the Lemon Tree, the restaurant, and that's where Lance met with his daughter for the first time. And if you remember, Andy was spying on him, hiding behind a tree. There's the tree. So let's go and stand behind a tree where Andy was, where he was spying on Lance. So you can see the restaurant just over there. And Andy rang Lance on his mobile, if you remember rightly. And then Andy came down here and walked past the restaurant, but he kept his head covered as he walked past. But anyway, yeah, that was the Lemon Tree, but another location ticked off the list. So another location just up the road, actually, from where the Lemon Tree was, behind me is Mr. Chan's Chinese restaurant. And down this road here, that is where Lance's flat is. So I'm going to go and have a look and see if Lance is in. So here we go then. Here's another location that you might recognise. Up there, it's Lance's flat. So he would have had his bright yellow TR7 parked down there. And his flat up there, complete with his signed picture by Linda Lissardi in the living room, would have been up there. So yeah. And these locations, these are all so close to each other in Framlingham. No, gutted. This is the location of where the Danebury Metal Detecting Club used to meet. But as you can see, the old building has been pulled down and a new building has been built. Gutted. Oh well, but this is where it would have been. One more location then, which is just a stone's throw away from where the community centre was. In fact, it's there, is the exterior for the Two Brewers Pub, which is a pub called the Castle Inn. The interior was filmed elsewhere, but this is the exterior for the Two Brewers Pub. It's great. It's a lovely little village and everything is so close to each other. So if you're a fan of the show, come down. You can still see the building just down there where the Lemon Tree was. So close together. Right, on to the next one. So if you remember in the Detectorists, Andy sold his metal detector to prove his love for Becky. And I've just been in there to see if they've got any, and they haven't. Not even a Morphin Power Rangers one. So I'm going to have to go elsewhere. So this little passageway behind me, just on the left there, is the restaurant where Lance sat with his daughter, which was the Lemon Tree back in the episode, but it's not that now. But there's a couple of scenes in the series where this lane is used and they walk down. It's a beautiful sunny autumn day. I'm leaning up against this tree. I'm minding my own business, and just across the road from me there's a group of mums chatting to a local community support officer, and they're pointing over here wondering what I'm up to and if I'm up to no good. That's not true. But let me turn the camera around, show you where I am and why I said what I said. So I'm actually here outside Becky's school. So if you remember that there was a scene where Andy was leaning up against a tree that I was just leaning up against, just there, and the group of mums were over there chatting to the local community support officer, pointing in my direction because they believed that I was up to no good. Anyway, this is a location for Becky's school, and it's in Orford, so that's another location ticked off the list. I'm in Norfolk Crescent in Suffolk, and the house behind me, this is where Becky's mum lived. There's no garage there anymore. They've actually turned that into a room, and I don't want to turn it around just because it'll reveal the number plate on the car that's parked there. But this is a location for Becky's mum's house. So I'm standing outside the Crown, and apparently this is the location where they filmed the interior of the Two Brewers. So I'm going to go inside and check it out. So I'm in the Crown, and we're in the Detectorists room. So let me just show you very quickly. Quickly pan around. There's the door, there's the bar, fireplace. Where I'm standing, this is where the big round table would have been, but that was a prop that was brought in by the production company. So I'm currently eating. I've got steak and mushroom pie, which is lovely. But anyway, they've got a few bits on the wall as well. So they've got a Lance and Andy print there, and then behind me they've got a cast signed photo, and over there they've got some props from the two brewers, which is obviously not this pub, but it's supposed to be this pub. Anyway, there you go. It's great. We'll carry on eating my dinner now. I have finally found the lunch tree. Ta-da! Is the lunch tree? Oh yeah, here we go, around this way here. So this is where Lance and Andy met up to have their lunch. And all the while the gold was up there in the tree. I've got to say, this took some finding, but luckily I found a park ranger, and he pointed me in the right direction. But this is it, this is the lunch tree. I'm gonna go and sit. I'm gonna go and sit where they had their lunch. I should have brought a sandwich with me, shouldn't I? Who'd have thought you could get so excited about sitting at the base of an old oak tree? Actually write a song about it. I love it. I love it. And it's right out in the middle of nowhere. I'll take a shot looking up from under the tree. What'd you find today then? Love it. Here we go. One last shot. There it is. Right there. So if you're looking for the lunch tree and you come to the park, what you're going to look for is Shepherd's Cottage, and you'll follow this dirt / sand track. Don't go up there, the road goes around here, but I would stop on this corner here. I would stop just here where this gate is, because in the field behind the gate, that's where the lunch tree is. There's a brook. There's a brook that runs along the side there, and if you just follow the brook along, it's not this first small tree that you come to there, it's not the second tree you come to, it's the third tree along there, the one that's at an angle, a slight angle. That's the lunch tree. So there you go. It's in the middle of nowhere. But I'm so glad I found it, and yeah, hope you can find it too. Happy hunting.